Someone asked me not too long ago, how do you decide what to do when you don't know what to do? How do you take the step when you don't know what the step is? It's such a great question because when we decide to orient our lives around our soul and not our wounds, we're in a place that's foreign. Because now I'm being motivated by the things I want to create, not the things that I want to protect myself from. And a statement that I make when I'm in those circumstances is, show me the way, I'll walk it. Show me the way, I'll walk it. And inevitably, the way shows up. And I wanted to share a quote that I saw on social media in the last couple weeks that I loved. Oh my God, it just spoke so much to my soul. And it's from Terence McKenna. Nature loves courage. You make the commitment, and nature will respond to that commitment by removing impossible obstacles. Dream the impossible dream, and the world will not grind you under. It will lift you up. This is the trick. This is what all these teachers and philosophers who really counted, who really touched the alchemical gold, this is what they understood. This is the shamanic dance in the waterfall. This is how magic is done, by hurling yourself into the abyss and discovering it's a featherbed. Whew, man, it's so good. I just love it because it's how nature works too. Nature loves courage. You make the commitment, and nature will respond to that commitment by removing impossible obstacles. Dream the impossible dream, and the world will not grind you under. It will lift you up. It'll actually raise you. When you say yes to these things, when you say, I'm going to honor myself, when you say, I matter, because here is the deal. When you lay a boundary down that says, I matter, but you leave yourself in the circumstances, your choices says you don't. And this is the difference between intellectually having a desire and somatically living it, right? Like I can tell you, you matter. You're one of the most important people on the planet. You're the most important person to yourself. You're worthy of everything great in the world. And you can go, shit, that's pretty cool. I am. But if you don't choose that, if you don't make the choices that validate that, it's just words. It doesn't actually matter. It's just a dream. It's just a possibility. And I don't say just to minimize it, but I say just to say it's not integrated and it's not expressed. That's why I share that quote from Abraham Hicks all the time, which is, words don't teach, actions do. The words can lead you towards the recognition of something that has been unclaimed within you. I could say something in this podcast, in this conversation, in this video that you're like, yeah, that nails it. That feels right. That feels resonant. But what are you going to do with it? And isn't that the question that we're constantly left with whenever we realize a possible habit, a possible ritual, a joy, what joy brings us towards, or when we have pain and we try to deny the pain or treat it with something to numb it instead of asking it, what awareness has been brought into my life through this? What do I need to choose? And I ask you, something to consider in each choice you're making is this choice expanding me or constraining me? And there are really only two outcomes, right? Your choices are either creating something new for you and stepping towards your possibility, or they're keeping you the same or making you even smaller. And so you have to become so mindful and vigilant about that. Your vigilance is about orienting around your values, orienting around your dreams. That vigilance that says, I will no longer settle. I often say that one of the most important moments that we can have throughout our lives is this feeling that there's more. And this isn't to say that we shouldn't value what we have, because we know that saying, the grass is greener where you water it. Very valid saying, of course, where we invest in our relationships, we invest in ourselves. But is investing in your relationship not investing in yourself? Or the way that you think you're investing in your relationship, which is maybe taking it for granted or not showing up as your best self, blaming your relationship for your circumstances, as opposed to really claiming that space of responsibility that says, I'm choosing to stay in these circumstances. And that's not minimizing what you might have been taught that says those circumstances are tolerable or those circumstances are normal, quote unquote, or even your work that you dislike, because look around us. What is normal? Normal is disliking your work generally. Normal is sort of just acquiescing to a relationship that doesn't bring us alive. Normal is having daily habits where we get consumed by the news and consumed by social media, not consumed by possibility and our potential. That's normal. Do you want to be normal? When someone says I'm strange or I'm weird, I'm like, fuck yeah, I am fucking strange. I am fucking weird. I actually love this mug that has a quote from Alice in Wonderland where it says, "You're entirely bonkers, but I'll tell you a secret. All the best people are." I love that. So you're entirely fucking bonkers. How do you like that? But all the best people are.